What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince YouTube PS Compulsion signing in here, aka Prince Anthony. And before I start this video, I gotta say sorry because on October 7th, I did start this Las Vegas Royales Myleague series, and then I kind of went on a 1-week vacation. I took a little bit of a break from YouTube, from everything, just to kick my feet up and relax, and I kind of just left you guys with 2 episodes. So for that, I gotta apologize real quick, but now it's time to get down to business because it is now time for the NBA free agency period. But if you guys did miss the last episode, you missed the NBA draft and you missed a very important trade that I think you'll want to go back and check out. So if you missed that last episode, matter of fact, if you missed the first 2 episodes, go back and check it out. Make sure that you're all caught up because things are definitely about to get lit. So before we get to free agency, it's time to check out our roster, taking a quick look at the players that we already have on the squad that's going to suit up for us next season. And we have a lot of good young pieces on this team. We got Abaji, who we did select in the 2nd round of the NBA draft. We got Nicholas Claxton, Tyus Jones, Ball, Omari Spellman, Devin Booker, and LaMelo Ball. So our roster is looking pretty young and pretty promising, to be honest. After looking through our roster, I decided that we need 2 things heading into this year's free agency. We need a better small forward. Well, we need a small forward in general because on this roster right now, we don't have a small forward. And then, second thing, we gotta get ourselves a good big man, especially because we need somebody to help Ball further develop. So whether I do get a better center, it doesn't really matter because Ball, I want him to fully develop on this squad, whether it's coming off the bench or being in the starting lineup. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the free agency period, the free agency moratorium period. And on this first day, like I said, I'm going after a big man. So the first player that I'm targeting is Andre Drummond. Right now, he's an unrestricted free agent, and looking through all of the other offers that teams offered him, I feel like we should be able to get him, but I highly doubt that he's going to sign with us, primarily because the Detroit Pistons is offering him a 5-year max deal worth $175 million. I'm sorry, but Andre Drummond is not worth $175 mil, bro. For a max contract, I know he's a max player, but for a max contract, $175 million on Andre Drummond, and he can't lead a Pistons team to the 2nd round of the NBA playoffs. Come on, bro, that's not gonna happen. So I was like, bro, Andre Drummond, come to the Las Vegas Royales. I'm willing to give you a 4-year, $110 million max deal. And Andre Drummond decides to decline my offer. Didn't even think about it. Although we have teams like the Golden State Warriors offering him a 1-year, $5 million deal, but he won't take the time to sit down and think about my deal. That's a 4-year, $110 million deal. Make that make sense. So I said, since you don't want that max deal, how about I offer you a 1-year, $32 million deal, because he wanted a salary in the range of $32 million per year, and with each year that passes, that $32 million increases. So I decided, you know what? Prove to me that you're worth that max contract by signing to the Las Vegas Royales on a 1-year, $32 million deal. If you ball out, I'll give you the max contract. If you don't ball out, then you don't get that max contract. I think that's pretty fair. And the next player I decided to go after is my man Pascal Siakam. The Raptors are offering him a max deal, but the thing about Pascal is that he's a restricted free agent, so whatever I offer him, the Raptors could easily match it, and then he's going to take that contract and go to the Toronto Raptors. Well, not take it and go as if he really had a choice. The Toronto Raptors are going to match the offer sheet and then take him. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing with you that I did with Andre Drummond and offer Pascal Siakam a 1-year, $28 million deal. Hopefully, he accepts that contract. Come to the Las Vegas Royales. Show me what you're all about. Ball out. And then next year, you'll get paid. But is anything on 2K ever easy? Nope. Because after the first day of the moratorium period, neither Pascal Siakam or Andre Drummond agreed to come to the Las Vegas Royales. And to make things even more sad, Andre Drummond and Pascal Siakam accepted another offer, so they won't be signing with us. Pascal Siakam, the Toronto Raptors have decided to match my offer sheet, and then Andre Drummond decided to re-sign with the Detroit Pistons. But I find that to be interesting that the Raptors match my offer sheet for Pascal Siakam. So does that mean that he is going to be on a 1-year, $28 million deal? Because if that's the case, that actually works out in our favor, because next season, he should be an unrestricted free agent if he has that contract. So I'm gonna have to look into that. We wasn't able to get him this offseason, but maybe next offseason, we might get him. So now on the second day of free agency, or the free agency moratorium period, I decided to offer Montrezl Harrell a contract, 3-year deal worth more than 70 mil. I'm trying not to be cheap this time and actually give players some money and give them some years instead of, sign them to a 1-year deal. So I offered Montrezl Harrell a contract, and then I did the same thing for my man Brandon Ingram, 2 great players that I would love to have on the Las Vegas Royals. But then on the second day of the free agency moratorium period, both Brandon Ingram and Montrezl Harrell accepted other offers, meaning that we missed out on Montrezl, we missed out on Brandon Ingram, we missed out on Andre Drummond, Pascal Siakam. This free agency is not going good for us so far. We need to get somebody before free agency starts, bro. And surprisingly, we were able to do that, because on the third day of the free agency moratorium period, we got Domantas Sabonis to agree to a 2-year deal. So that is awesome. We got ourselves a good big man. I wanted somebody better than him that could play defense, because Sabonis doesn't really have the best defensive stats, but he did agree to sign to our team. So hey, I will definitely take him on the squad. So now we have him with Ball coming off the bench behind him. But in my opinion, having Ball and Sabonis on the same squad, that's pretty good. So now that the free agency moratorium period is over, we have to figure out what we're doing for free agency. We got ourselves a big man, so we got Sabonis, and then we got Ball coming off the bench behind him. But now we need ourselves a small forward, and we need ourselves a better power forward as well. So after the first day of free agency, we managed to sign Joe Harris and Jay Crowder to 1-year deals. That is pretty good right there. Jay Crowder for defensive purposes, Joe Harris to knock the ball down, knock down shots with Devin Booker and LaMelo Ball. Offense for days. But of course, it's not always about offense, because a few days later, we signed Maurice Harkless to a deal at the small forward position. And to be honest, we really needed another small forward. So getting Maurice Harkless on the team, excellent defender, to come off the bench behind Joe Harris, that's pretty good. Then a few days later, same thing with Kent Bazemore. We signed him to a 1-year deal. Best part about Kent Bazemore is that he could play excellent defense and he could knock down the 3-pointer. We definitely need players like that on our squad, bro. And lastly, free agency ends with a few of our players accepting their qualifying offers. Jordan Bell accepted his offer. He's coming back. Kostas Antetokounmpo is coming back. And lastly, DeJounte Murray. I am so glad, bro, that he accepted the qualifying offer. That is definitely dope, having him back on the squad. We needed a better backup point guard. Having him with LaMelo Ball, perfect combo. So now it's time for the most scariest part of the offseason, the player progression menu. And to be honest, this part always scares me about the offseason, because I really hate to see my players regress, bro. Like, you're supposed to be progressing after every season. There's no reason for your stats to be going down unless you're older than 30 years old. Then I kind of expect that. Like, you're more than 30, you've been in the league for a while, so of course your stats is more than likely gonna go down. But for the player progression for our squad, it turned out good. We got players like Kostas Antetokounmpo, his stats is going up. Claxton, Jordan Bell, Amari Spellman, Tyus Jones, even Kent Bazemore is getting a stat increase. That's pretty good. Jay Crowder, and then our 2 most important players, Devin Booker and Sabonis, their stats are going up. Same thing for my man DeJounte Murray. So literally everybody on our roster progress. That is definitely good. And I did forget that my progression sliders are default, so I'm guessing they're 50-50. I didn't touch the sliders like at all, so I guess the progression sliders is still at default, which is good, but I'm probably gonna switch the regression to like 55 and then progression to like 45, just to make it a little bit more realistic and a little bit more balanced. So free agency for us was actually pretty okay. We didn't get a huge name, but at the same time, we did pick up a lot of decent players that will make our team competitive next season. Sabonis with Devin Booker and LaMelo Ball, that's at least an 8th seed. Like, this team should definitely be good enough to squeeze us into the playoffs some way, somehow. yo, they better get that done. But before the offseason could come to a close, we find ourselves in the NBA Summer League. Now, for the Summer League, I was not planning on playing any games at all. I was going to simulate it unless we get to either the finals or the round before the finals. That's the only way that I'm going to play a game for the NBA Summer League. Hopefully we can make it to the finals. With LaMelo Ball on the squad, we should definitely be able to make it to the finals, bro. But after simulating past the first 3 expedition games of the Summer League, we find ourselves in the first round of the Summer League tournament. This is definitely gonna be lit because, like I said, I'm not playing a single game unless we can either get to the finals or the round before the finals. So now it's time to simulate past the first round. And oh, surprisingly, we made it to the second round of the Summer League playoffs, simulating that game against the Golden State Warriors. Oh, we made it to the next round. Let's get it. Okay, so we made it to the quarterfinals. I was going to say the semifinals. We made it to the quarterfinals against the Sacramento Kings. And oh, we made it to the semifinals, the round before the finals, against the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's go, bro. So with both our squad and the New Orleans Pelicans being undefeated, I have to play this game, bro. I definitely have to play this game. And to be honest, looking at this roster, I see why the Pelicans are undefeated. They got Iggy Brazingis. If you guys don't remember, we traded him and Carson Edwards to the Pelicans. They got Nickel Alexander-Walker, Zion Williamson, and James Wiseman on their squad. So needless to say, I think this is gonna be a pretty difficult game. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Las Vegas as our Las Vegas Royals get ready to face off against the New Orleans Pelicans. The winner of this game will go on to the Summer League Finals, bro. We definitely have to get this W. And comparing starting lineups, I gotta say the Pelicans do have a pretty beast starting 5. I gotta be honest. This game is definitely not gonna be easy. So for this Summer League game, 3-minute quarters, nice pass inside to Ball. Well, it wasn't a nice pass, but Ball got the pass anyways. Took it all the way to the basket, laying it up, and then that should have been an and one. But then look at this. Nice rebound, nice outlet pass, nice dunk by LaMelo Ball. Now in the second quarter, we got to get the lead, and playing excellent defense like that is exactly how we plan on doing so. Look at that. Nice block by Ball, and nice dunk by Abaji, taking it all the way to the basket. And then look at this excellent pass. My son Ball dishing. So now we got ourselves a game, especially here in the second half. LaMelo Ball taking it all the way to the basket, throwing down the beautiful G jam. But then Zion Williamson, bro, he started balling out in this third quarter. LaMelo Ball was going toe-to-toe with Zion Williamson. Look at this. Every time we score, Zion comes down the floor and he scores. LaMelo to the basket again. Now here we are in the fourth quarter. We gotta get some stops, but it seems as though that was not gonna happen to start, bro. Look at that. They get the ball inside and suddenly they had a 7-point lead, but we were not going away that easy. Nice find. Ball in the corner. Could not knock down the 3. We get the offensive rebound. Thornwell, though, he knocked down the clutch 3-pointer. But then look at this. Here's James Wiseman. They decided to go to him in the clutch, and he just threw it up and in. And all of a sudden, this game was looking like it was pretty much over. But then Abaji, wide open 3-pointer. He knocks it down. We are not out of this game yet. We just need one more stop, and we get it. But we could not secure the rebound. They get it to Zion Williamson, and then Wiseman lays it up and in. And ladies and gentlemen, that would do it. Actually, that wouldn't do it. That would do it. We turned over the ball, and sadly, the Summer League would end for us in the round before the finals, bro. Like, the New Orleans Pelicans beat us, and now they have a spot in the finals, and in my opinion, they're pretty much gonna win it. This team is pretty beast. So looking at the box score for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson and James Wiseman, they are gonna be an elite combo, bro. That combo, Zion and Wiseman, in real life, that combo would destroy the NBA. That combo would break the NBA. And then looking at the box score for our squad, Abaji, that dude is pretty good. He's a second round steal for us. Like, he's more than likely going to get some playing time on our squad. That dude is pretty legit. Ball did his thing. Same thing for LaMelo Ball. We didn't shoot the best from the field, but at the same time, listen, it's Summer League. I really don't care. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, the Las Vegas Royals have been eliminated from the Summer League. I was really hoping we could win the Summer League championship. We were undefeated. So were the Pelicans. Pelicans was the better squad. They move on to the finals. And when they got to the finals, of course, they got the W. They were not gonna lose, bro. Like that Pelicans team is lit. So I am not surprised that the Pelicans are your Summer League champions. So now continuing with the NBA offseason, it's time for the All-Star City selection. Where is next year's All-Star game or All-Star weekend going to be held? It is going to be held in Miami, Florida. That's pretty good. And one last thing before we end this NBA offseason, training camps. And when it comes to the training camps, you guys should already know what I was going to do. Defensive training camp for Devin Booker. Send him to perimeter defense camp. He definitely needs that because his defensive stats isn't the worst, but at the same time is definitely far from being the best. And then Domantas Sabonis sent him to big man defense training camp because as a big man on our squad, you have to be able to play defense, bro. And his defensive stats are not good at all. And I thought I would have been able to spend some VC to send some more players to training camp, but I wasn't able to do so. Apparently, Myleague don't let you do that, but hey, doesn't really matter. I was probably going to send LaMelo Ball to defense training camp, or a perimeter defense training camp, I should say. That's probably the only other person I would have sent to a camp anyways. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our squad heading in to next season. And to be honest, we should definitely be able to make the playoffs with the squad. Like I said before, we need to find a way to squeeze our way into the playoffs, find a way to secure that 8th seed, because to be honest, this team is not bad at all. LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, Domantas Sabonis, like, this is a pretty decent young core. There's no reason for us not to be making the play. Well, we are in the Western Conference. I totally forgot about that. Like, we are in the Wild Wild West, so I don't know about us making the playoffs now. Matter of fact, no, we're gonna make the playoffs. We gotta stay positive, bro. We definitely have to stay positive. We're gonna make the playoffs. Devin Booker, you're going to the playoffs, bro. You couldn't do that in Phoenix, but you're gonna do that with the Las Vegas Royals. And also, one more thing, in terms of salary cap, next season, we're definitely gonna have enough money to sign a max free agent with Sabonis, with Devin Booker on the squad. We're gonna have $35 million in free cap space. So next offseason, we are definitely gonna be lit. Let's see if we could get our hands on somebody with at least a 90 overall. That's my goal for next offseason. Secure a free agent with a 90 overall or better. I'm here setting tasks for myself, bro. So yeah, in this episode, we definitely made some pretty decent free agency moves. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this offseason and give me an offseason grade. In my opinion, this offseason, I'll give myself I'll say a B+, because we did manage to get Devin Booker. We got the #1 pick in the NBA draft. We got LaMelo Ball, and we also got a steal in Abaji. That dude is gonna be pretty lit. I've been watching some of his highlights on YouTube as well. He's a sleeper, bro. He's pretty good. And then on top of that, we got Sabonis, and we got some other good free agents during free agency. So it's not like we struck out and we didn't get anybody good at all. So yeah, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about this offseason. Give me an offseason grade. And also, if you made it to the end of this video, you are the real MVP. You are loved and you are appreciated. Make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure that you leave a like, because if you can't do those things and you made it to the end of this episode, that's some very shady business. So make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you tap the bell icon for notifications. But if you guys didn't miss any episodes from this series, which you shouldn't have because there's only 2 episodes, well, including this episode, so there's only 3 episodes in total for this Myleague series. There's no reason why you should not be all caught up. But if you're not all caught up, click that link right there. Click that playlist right there to make sure that you're all caught up with this Las Vegas Royale series. And also, check out my Hornets, my GM 2.0 series, because that series is lit, bro. It's extremely lit. Click the playlist right there. Make sure that you're all caught up. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is the Prince of YouTube, signing out.